Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Miraculous Ladybug, the new Powerpuff Girls, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Ruby, among others. I'm Justin Cummings, and today I'm joined by Michelle Anderer.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Today, Michelle and I are doing a spoiler reaction to the leaked Steven Universe episodes that are supposed to air the week of January 30th. We're going to give a brief non-spoiler segment. We're going to talk about the leak itself, whether it counts as a leak, and kind of what the leak means for the fandom, and like leaks in general. And then we're going to get into the spoiler stuff. So hopefully no spoilers in this. There might be light spoilers, so tread carefully. We'll give a big spoiler warning when we get into the heavy stuff. But if you have found this podcast, you have probably already seen enough that you are aware. Like, I don't know how you're not aware of the leak at this point. Especially because Overly Animated has already done one spoiler reaction to the leak. So you know it exists. So the leak, I believe what happened was all the episodes went onto Cartoon Network's website January 2nd, sometime that night. I think. Is that correct?
Wasn't it on an app, though? I thought it was on the CN app. Like,
I know
there
it's
was,
on
like,
the
early
app.
access or something.
I know it was on the app, and I think it also went up on the website if you logged in with your cable provider.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and since I mentioned it, if you want to listen to the other Spoiler React podcast with Dylan and Sam, you can find that at overlyanimated.com or by going to Overly Animated on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher, including Stitcher. Now that we've covered that, yeah, I think it went up on the app, and then if you logged in with your cable provider. And so everyone's immediate reaction was this on purpose?
That's debatable.
And we still don't really have a concrete answer. This isn't the first time they've done it. This is kind of a big deal if they didn't mean to do this, because it was 5 episodes.
Yeah, and it was, like, all at once, too.
Yeah, it's like someone hit the wrong button. But, and part of why people think that it wasn't supposed to go up, I'm pretty sure it's gone now. And
Really? Oh, God.
I think it's gone. I can't remember. I've heard it's gone. If it's still there, let us know, people. But I think it's gone now. And they started issuing a lot of copyright takedowns on YouTube.
Really? Oh, that's so interesting.
It took me like 3 different tries to find it on YouTube.
Actually, because I know Matt Burnett sent out a tweet, actually, where he said, like, if you saw the new SU episodes that were mistakenly posted online, I hope you enjoyed them. So that's really interesting. How could someone mistakenly upload, like, 5 episodes and then, like, let people know that they downloaded the app, like, that they could have early access to them?
CN's done it in the past
confusing.
where they give early access, but it's usually something like a new episode of Teen Titans Go or Gumball where, it's cool seeing it a week early. It's not going to massively impact the show's continuity in any way. And I will say this, not a huge spoiler, because, I mean, the tagline for the Steven Bomb was answers in capital letters.
Yeah.
This wasn't like 5 episodes of filler.
Exactly.
If this was 5 episodes of filler that got leaked, no one would really care. Like, if this was 5 Onion Gangs, we wouldn't be here. Like, we only care because it was really important.
Yeah, seriously.
And so, yeah, I can't believe it happened, and I think we're still trying to figure out how to deal with it, like, as a podcasting community, and, like, as reviewers, it's like, do we do it now? Because most people who listen to this kind of stuff...
They want to know.
Most people who listen to podcasts have probably already seen it, and they want our reactions. So do we do it now, or do we wait? And I think we struck a really good balance of doing these 2 spoiler reaction videos, or not videos, but podcasts, and then... holding off on the full-length episode reviews for the actual air date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I think what happened, apparently they might have aired in Australia.
What?
I've heard a rumor that they aired in Australia, and that's why they put them up on the app. I don't know.
What? That doesn't make any sense to me.
And that's the thing. It's not like someone at Cartoon Network has come out and said, yeah, this was a mistake. Oops. We still don't know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know. But, I mean, if it was a miscommunication, that's a pretty big miscommunication to have. So, if it was, as Matt Burnett claims, mistakenly posted, like, somebody had a lot of intentionality behind that, regardless if it was a mistake or not. So it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And plus, it seems like they forget how the internet works. Like, it doesn't matter if you download the app. The second somebody sees those, somebody's going to record it and put it on, like, Dailymotion or YouTube. Like, and then there's going to be a bajillion copies in hours. Like, that's how the internet works. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's probably spread like wildfire.
And the thing is, it's not going to affect their key demographics in the slightest, because, like, those younger demographics, they're only going to see it if, like, an older sibling shows them. They're not going to, I mean...
Oh, I don't know about that. How many kids don't, like, go online nowadays?
Okay.
So,
some
like,
of them are smarter than I am. Like, I know...
Exactly. They know the technology, Justin.
I learned what Kiss Anime was from a 10-year-old.
See, exactly.
Like, my professor's daughter had to teach me Kiss Anime. And so... I'm falling out of the loop, but I still think that their key demographic, I think there's enough of it that it's not going to completely impact it, because this is the other big thing people are saying is, watch the episodes when they air, or at least record it, because if the ratings are garbage for the Steven Bomb, because everyone's already seen it, CN, that might really put the show at risk, if the ratings are just awful. Even though, because CN's not going to be like, oh, well, we leaked it, and so that's what happened. No, if the ratings are garbage, it's going to really impact the show.
To be fair, though, I mean, like, the Steven Universe fan community's been freaking out about ratings since, like, the dawn of the show, and we've been going pretty strong now. We're getting our 5th season at some point, so I do agree everyone who can should watch it, but I don't think we should get that freaked out every time the show airs.
I think we shouldn't get, like, too freaked out, but this time especially, because, like, the whole thing got leaked. It's like...
Exactly. That's, yeah.
I remember the same thing happened with, like, some of the stuff last year. Not Summer Steven, but, like, before that with, not Hit the Dime, Steven Floats.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because it was like, guys, still watch it. And I try to at least record it, if not actually watch it. But I think CN has to kind of understand that a lot of the fandom's already seen it, and that's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they put it up.
Yeah.
So, how did you find out that a leak occurred?
Well, first somebody mentioned it, and I was like, it's probably, like, a picture. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'll wait till the end of the month. And then I saw, like, the worst, like, spoilery GIF set ever.
On Tumblr?
On Tumblr, of course. And I was like, oh, God, like, what is this? And I thought maybe it was, like, 1 episode, and then when I found out it was, like, 5, I freaked out.
Yeah. Like,
I was not expecting that.
I was on YouTube, and in my recommended, I saw a couple thumbnails that were somewhat spoilery, and I'm like, okay, so the couple 2-minute previews got leaked, maybe. Like, that usually happens. 2-minute things pop up. And I saw those, and I thought, okay, I'll watch a couple 2-minute leaks, I'll let Michelle know these happened, we'll mention it in our prediction video with the 2-minute leaks. And then I realized, no. That says full episode part 3. The entire week is available. Yeah. And I messaged Dylan, and I'm like, well, crap.
That's what do we do? Him. Well, crap.
Well, I messaged him, and I'm like, what do we do? And so we immediately had to change course, and that's why you and I are doing this podcast. But
I have a question. Why are we doing a leaked, like, podcast if they already did one? How is ours different, Justin?
Well, the plan originally had been to do 2 prediction roundtables, because Overly Animated fans, if you may have been noticing, what we've been trying to do with the Steven roundtables, Dylan hosts 1 week, I host the next week, and we go back and forth like that. But what we wanted to do was have Dylan, Sam, and Delaney do a prediction roundtable, and then me and Michelle do a prediction roundtable. Well, we can't do predictions now that the entire thing has leaked, so now we're doing the 2 different spoiler reactions. I guess Delaney could
still, though, if she's, like, kept herself away, she could do them all by herself.
Delaney's gonna do a solo prediction podcast.
That'd be amazing!
And we're just gonna watch what happens during the episode reviews, and she's like, no! That would be enjoyable, but the thing is, like you said, within, a couple hours you probably got spoiled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I actually held off for maybe a day, but after that, they were all conveniently on Dailymotion, and, like, I just couldn't keep away.
Yeah, and so it's like, if you're a fan and you want to be good and wait for the official release, it's so hard now, because they're just... Yeah. Once they leak, it's almost expected that if you're a fan, you get caught up so you can continue in the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether or not it was officially aired, you have to get caught up now.
Plus, like, if you're on, like, say, Tumblr and you follow, like, people who talk a lot about, say, Steven Universe, and it's a leak, you can't, like, blacklist if they don't tag anything. So, it's a risky game you play, and if you don't know what's happening, like, chances are you're going to see something you don't want to ahead of time.
Yeah. So, all in all, the leak, it kind of puts people in a tough spot. It's like, you almost have to if you want any communication with the outside world. And that's the sucky part about fandom. Especially now, because, like, we didn't see this as much of, like, Avatar-era fandoms, but now the leaks are becoming so common. Yeah. And so easy to get to.
The internet has really changed things in this way.
It has. It's really changed fandom. Like, fandom was changed by the internet, but now the internet is, I guess, doing it again is the best way to put it.
Internet is changing fandom, yeah.
So, yeah, the leak happened. It sucks. We all got spoiled. If you don't want to be spoiled, somehow you still don't know what happened at all.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Then now is the time to go. We are about to get into the content of this week of episodes. So, again, spoilers. This is probably the most cohesive Steven Bomb. It's not like we were going to talk about the one episode that was just like historical friction. There was a play with Jamie. No, it all is just straight up. Like, it's a small film.
Yeah, it feels like one long episode, honestly. Everything is, and that's why, like, sometimes it felt a little rushed, but it was also because, like, they had this arc that they needed to get through in 5 episodes, so.
So, spoilers. The last time I'm going to say it, spoilers. Alright, now if everyone who doesn't want to listen is gone, Michelle, welcome to Answers We're Gonna Get 'Em.
Woo! Yeah, I'm excited.
We got them.
You got them. They delivered. Good job, Cartoon Network. You didn't lie.
So, just first reaction after finishing all 5 episodes. What was your immediate reaction?
I was so flipped out about all the amethysts mostly. Oh my god, I love them.
The amethysts.
Oh my god, and just like the song. Yellow Diamond song, and just, like, the pearls dancing with each other, and just, like, oh my god, everything was so good.
Who is your favorite character either introduced or expanded in this episode? So basically, favorite character that's not, like, one of our people.
Oh, that one, like, tall, like, slender Jasper. I love her so much. She's awesome.
I think her name was either Slim or Skinny. One of the two.
Yeah, that makes sense. She was so great. I loved her personality. And I loved her design. My favorite
leader, I think, was it Cardalian? Is that how you pronounce it? The one that's running around. I'm not the shortest!
Oh, yeah, the red one.
Mm-hmm. Because I think they mentioned a Cardalian being at the beta during, beta. And so that was a cool little callback, I thought. And then, I'm a Holly Blue fan.
She's very abusive, but I really like her heels, and I like her design also.
I adored Holly Blue Agate. I thought she was one of the most interesting Homeworld gems we've seen. Like, she's definitely an antagonist, but I enjoy her so much. She's like the Dolores Umbridge of the show.
Oh yeah, she's the total Dolores of the show.
I loved her.
I couldn't understand her name because they say it so fast. Me and my friend went back like 4 times trying to hear it, and it was like, rah, 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 like every time.
Holly Blue Agate, Holly Blue Agate, Holly Blue Agate.
Something. So we're just like, her name's Holly. I don't know what kind of gem that is, but like, okay.
And eventually I heard Holly Blue, and then someone said Holly Blue Agate, and I'm like, she's an
There
agate.
You go. Yeah, I was waiting for the wiki to get updated so I would know for sure.
And so I loved it because this introduced like a whole new, not like just a species like Paradots or Jaspers, like a whole set of the agates now.
Yeah, which is so cool.
Like you have the quartz soldiers, which are all like the different earth gems, but now we have like all the different agates. So does like each diamond court have its own kind of agate?
I wonder.
There was so much lore introduced, and we don't have the answers.
I know, that's the thing with Steven Universe as a show, because like every time we get answers, we always get like way more questions with those few answers, so it just like never stops. Like the ride never ends, honestly.
It's like, we're gonna go see Pink Diamond's Palanquin. Why is Blue Diamond's Palanquin here?
Why the quartz is bubbled. Are we gonna see another rose quartz at some point? Yeah, like so many questions.
Hundreds of rose quartzes was just.
Oh, I know that really flipped me out when I saw that. I was so excited.
That freaked out Steven, because the boy's just getting used to the idea of more than one pearl or amethyst.
Yeah, if he sees another like quartz, like
are they him? Like he's got to be thinking, am I related to them? Is that my amethyst?
Would be. Yeah, maybe they would technically be his family. He's a quartz.
So, how do we even go? Yeah, this is gonna be the most discombobulated podcast ever.
Discombobulated's a fun word though, so it's okay.
Fun fact: I haven't seen the video yet. Apparently, Ronaldo predicted something about a human zoo.
Oh.
I don't know if it was on his blog or if it was in an episode.
Interesting.
But apparently, Ronaldo did predict the zoo.
Ronaldo's really good at predicting things when it's not Sneeple, you know. He's actually been right on the nose a couple times.
I like that word. It's a fun word, Sneeple. It's like sheeple, but sillier.
What the heck is sheeple? I think that's sillier.
Well, sheeple is at least an actual term used by some wannabe philosophers. Yeah, of sheep people.
What?
Sheeple. Don't be such a sheeple and follow the... Yes!
That's real. Oh my god.
Ask Dylan. He'll go shrug.
Okay. Sheeple, wow.
So do we go by episode then? Or
maybe,
what do you want?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I guess brief episode stuff. What was your reaction to Steven's dream?
Well, I mean, once Blue Diamond was there, like, it just went from, like, 0 to 100, you know? And then, like, Greg got jacked and just, like, all his exposition. And, like, you know, there's so much stuff about how, like, Blue Diamond, I mean, our impression of Blue Diamond in the answer is, like, kind of severe, the way, like, you know, Yellow Diamond is. But when you see her grieving, like, it's a totally different side to her, and she actually seemed, like, kind of more receptive to human life after, you know, Big Diamond got shattered. Like, she, like, thought she was helping Greg, you know? She, like, actually cared about him in a weird way, which is super interesting to me.
I've been talking a lot about, like, the flashbacks and how we have to interpret those episodes. You saw the way Ruby felt about Blue Diamond.
Oh yeah, this is true.
And so Garnet was the one telling us the story of Blue Diamond in the answer, so of course she's gonna seem the way Ruby and Sapphire perceive her, which is, she hates love!
But to be fair, like, there's that moment in the last episode of the arc when, like, Holly Blue Agate comes in, and she gives her this very stern look, and, like, you can kind of see what she might normally be like under, like, different circumstances. Right. So I think, like, it's not like she's a softie, it's just, like, that really, really messed with her when, you know, a diamond was shattered. And so, like, you do see this other side to her, but that's not, like, her normal side, I would imagine. So I do think she actually is probably, like, a pretty tough lady in general. Just depends on who she's talking to.
What we can't ignore, though, is the first half of this episode. Like, Andy pops back up. They go to Korea.
Yeah, what the heck? I didn't know. Yeah, what the heck? All of that. So many questions. I did not think we were going to see Andy again for another 2 seasons.
And then Andy just pops up. Family helps family find ancient artifacts.
Korea, and it was like so amazing. And I'm pretty sure that they went to the Korean studio overseas that does like all the actual animation for the show.
Yeah, they went into the animation studio for Steven Universe.
Which is so cute, because that must be so meta, because those are the people who have to animate it. So they're like animating themselves. And that's, like, really cool, actually.
Like, that felt kind of like Looney Tunes, like Tex Avery, where, like, Daffy starts having an argument with the animator. Like, that was hilarious.
It, like, was happening so fast, but, like, it was a lot to take in. It was great.
Because all of Tumblr's like, Blue Diamond, Yellow Diamond, space!
But it's, like, also,
and I'm like, meta joke.
Yeah, meta jokes.
I'm like, I care about the meta humor. So... Not too much with Steven's dream, I guess. I mean, it just kind of set everything up.
It set everything up, projected us into the emotion. I like you, and then they got into the arc right away. Like, okay, we can get Greg back. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's like the agenda for like this thing. Like, it's literally just like getting Greg back after he was like damseled, which is really funny also.
But the one last part from that episode, Steven going off on Garnet.
Oh my god! See, yeah, all the episodes are blending together in my head.
That was brutal.
That's the most, like, the only other time I think we've seen that was when he was at the Galaxy Warp, and he was yelling at Pearl. He was like, "Why don't you believe me?" But like this was like magnified like way more.
Yeah, this was a boiling point.
Yeah, it was like kind of hard to watch. It's like, Steven, no, oh, this is awful. Why? But like he's also like 14, so like it was probably building for a while. This had to happen.
It's been building since like before Bismuth. Like all the stuff about his mom and Pink Diamond and her getting shattered, and we knew this was coming.
This is the funny thing about the show, though, because, like, they'll give you some plot stuff, you'll be like, tell us more, and then they'll sit on it for a while and give you some filler episodes, and then eventually Steven will ask an actual question when you assume he'd do that, like, right away, so you never know when he's actually going to be interested in that kind of stuff.
And then we see Connie get left behind to defend Beach City, Adventures in Light Distortion, we see, Lapis and Peridot join her as being left behind. And everyone wants it. An episode of the three of them defending Beach City together, a la Log Date.
Seriously, them and like the pumpkin dog.
And pumpkin dog just roaming Beach City.
That'd be so amazing.
It would be beautiful. But Adventures in Light Distortion, I feel like this might be the kind of the forgotten episode of the arc. But it's really good.
Why is it really good, Justin?
The very experimental style, it felt very 2001 once they went through the warp with the gravity engine.
Mm-hmm.
And just the overlaying of the images and just that entire scene where Steven's like pinned to the chair.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a heavy scene.
That was amazing. Like that was just so well done. And I was not ready for that, and that like I don't know, there was just something about that scene. We'll get more into it when we do the episode review, and we have like 40 minutes to talk about that episode, but...
Was that the one where Pearl's face was kind of off-model a couple times, and it was like very distractingly menacing for no apparent reason?
It was like very old Pearl.
It was
so bird mom, it was ridiculous.
Oh my god! Me and WikiGeek were watching it, and we had to stop it, like, every 2 frames, because it was so funny, and we were just, like, dying, and we kept thinking about, like, all the glorious memes that probably would exist if this aired normally, because it was just, like, so awkward and amazing, and I just, like, wanted to know so badly who had been responsible for drawing her that way.
My favorite part, though, was when the gems finally, like, they catch up, and they explain that they were, like, lagging behind the ship.
Yeah,
and Amethyst is like, I went through a planet!
Yeah, seriously. She's upgraded from getting hit by an airplane to, like, going through a literal planet, so...
I got hit by an airplane. I flew through a planet.
I know, right? Like...
It was just Amethyst being Amethyst, and that was just such a good moment for Steven, though.
Yeah, it was. It was really kind of heart-wrenching in a way.
The other highlight, Peridot was in this bomb for, like, 10 seconds... And she still got in her amazing line. I'm gonna change the lights from red to green.
I know. Peridot was, like, barely in it at all, but, like, she's still, like, really memorable.
That's Peridot for you. She shows up for, like, 10 seconds, and she still somehow does something impactful. And then the whole monologue of, this is why we never listen to Peridot! So then, they finally reach the zoo, the big colony, what did you think of the design of that?
I was really into it. I'm not sure why, but I just thought it looked really interesting. What did you think of it?
I loved it. I love the design. But the one thing that raised the question, we saw Yellow Diamond's ship orbiting it. We saw Blue Diamond's ship orbiting it.
Yeah.
We've seen previously a green ship. That was the one that was sent in the end of season 1.
Oh, yeah.
Why was that green? Because there's no green diamond. Was that a co-launch between yellow and blue?
Oh my god!
Because think about it.
Yeah.
Who's Peridot's diamond?
Oh my god. Peridot's diamond's yellow diamond.
And who's Lapis's diamond?
Blue diamond.
And who was on that ship? Peridot and Lapis. It was a co-mission from Yellow and Blue Diamond's court.
You think so?
Do you have a better reason why there was a green ship except green diamond theories?
No, actually, I don't. I'll go with that. That's interesting. If they have like a green like military force, does that mean that like White Diamond's like not around?
Yeah, where is White Diamond?
I have theories about that.
We'll get to those at the end.
Yeah.
I love when you get all theory crazy and I don't look like the madman.
Oh my god, that never happens. Though.
It doesn't, so I love when it does. The one occasion.
The one occasion.
So what did you think of Gem Heist?
What happened in Gem Heist? See, I watched them all at once, so...
I watched it like a short film. Gem Heist is the one where they are trying to get into the zoo.
Inside, but they're not actually in the
Right.
inside of the zoo. Oh, I love that! Seeing Ruby and Sapphire interact and, like, oh my god.
Sapphire is cool. Like, I was never a huge Sapphire fan just because we never saw her that much. This was like Sapphire's shiny moment to me.
Yeah.
Like, she was just amazing in this whole episode.
Her trying to, like, lie but also, like, be chill was, like, really funny. And, like, Ruby, like, also trying to be chill but also, like, freaking out was amazing.
She hates fusions in love!
Do you want to talk about your new fave?
Oh, Holly Blue!
Yeah!
Yes, I was so happy when Holly Blue showed up. And Holly Blue is just... I don't know why I love her so much, but she's just such a fun villain. And she's just so snarky. And I love her design. I love, like, the placement of her gem. I love...
A weapon. That, like, electric whippy thing. That was cool.
Yeah. Like, oh, her weapon that we see. We don't see that one until, That Will Be All. But, oh, she just, as a character, is so cool. Such a cool design. I want to see more agates. I want to see more of that agate. I love the idea of the agates now as, like, these kind of, like...
Yeah.
Overseers. I love... It was a cool addition that we didn't need, but I'm so glad we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want... What?
Okay. I was gonna ask if you're gonna tell them what you called her. Like, in terms of, like, Harry Potter, like, what she is for this show.
Did I not say that on the podcast?
No, I don't think so.
She is... If I have not already said this, she is the Dolores Umbridge of...
It's so true.
I thought I already said that, but it's quite possible I did not. I'm getting confused with what we said before the show and what
I
we're
know,
saying now.
we were freaking out before we actually started recording, so...
We had to freak out, like...
did.
We're not like Dylan and Delaney and Sam who, like, discuss
We're not
everything
chill.
before the podcast and then podcast. We freak out once we call each other and then podcast.
Exactly.
Every time without fail.
We have no control.
We have nothing to our names. So, Holly Blue is awesome. All the amethysts are awesome. It was so cool to see other amethysts for a change.
I know. And they're all raspy, and, like, the ones that looked, like, really, like, buff like Jasper, it was just, like, all so good.
So then,
and they're all, like, very different shades of purple, and some of them had, like, whiter hair, some of them had, like, more orangey hair. It was just, like, really interesting to see the diversity.
And then finally we get into the zoo. This was such a good episode. Like,
it was interesting.
I think the last one's the best, but I love weird utopias.
Yeah.
And this episode was just so interesting for the show. Like, it was so different. I really enjoyed the pacing of it. I really enjoyed seeing these humans. It was so unlike this show. Because, I mean, we've talked about, eventually we're going to go to space.
Kind of different.
And then we went just full science fiction. Like,
I really liked the fact that Greg was, like, the perfect person to be in that zoo. Like, he was, like, so into it and, like, probably could have stayed there forever if Steven hadn't found him and have been perfectly happy. So, I just think that's really funny. Also, his hair looked great braided.
Oh,
it
yes,
really
it did. He should keep it like
Seriously.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed when they ran into the rubies.
Oh, yeah! Oh, the ship! Yeah, that was so funny.
Pick them up on the way back.
Yeah, I doubt that's happening, but that was so funny. Those poor rubies.
That was
so
hilarious. When they're just driving through space and boom, rubies hitting the windshield.
It was really good.
That was amusing. Like, that was unnecessary, but wonderful.
But wonderful,
and
yes.
they were still at, like, we're gonna make some jokes now because we know how dark and intense this is gonna get. So, we're gonna start making jokes now, so by the time you get to the end, you're like, where's the humor? So, they're in the zoo. What did you think of the choosening?
Well, at first I thought it was going to be a sacrifice, probably because of the watermelon community made me have, like, murderous expectations, but when I realized it was a choosening, I was like, oh, because I knew that one girl was, like, kind of into Greg, and I was like,
she was so sweet.
If he gets chosen with her, like, score, but
I wanted it, like, I ship it.
Yeah.
I ship it for the reason I ship Susan Strong and Finn in Adventure Time, they're both humans.
That's the reason.
Well,
I kind of shipped him and that one guy too, though. The one that kept calling him Gareg, like very enthusiastic.
they all called him Gareg.
Well, like the way
yeah,
he did, sweet.
I
liked it.
When he choosed Greg, I could just literally imagine Sam's reaction. Ha! Gay moment!
I know. You need one per episode. There's a quota. Just
This was like, I mean, Dylan or Sam might chew me out on this, but this was one of the first dude moments we've had.
Yeah.
There's so many female characters in the show. We just don't have males.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Frowny, Mr. Smile was probably like the only
okay,
one.
that one. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Don't kill me, Dylan. Don't kill me, Dylan. I forgot that one. I'm sorry. Don't fire me. I love this job. But yeah, this was a good moment. I liked it. It was the whole scene was, is this hurt? Why would Gareg hurt us?
I love how they all chose him. He must be more charismatic than we give him credit for, Justin.
He is. The bits.
Yeah, they're so into that. Like, yeah, that's actually really great.
And then all the amethysts trying to take care of the poor people.
Yeah, that was like they all go to them for emotional support. I think that's like
there.
Yeah, you can tell they've done this before.
I love then when like Amethyst tries to like punk Steven and Greg.
Yeah.
I had to, guys. I'm sorry. This is my fam.
Like they all go along with it, and that's so you know, like they're total amethysts. Like look at them, those rapscallions playing along. Like she's found her people, you know. That's what was so great about that, seeing Amethyst with all of her sisters.
Seeing Amethyst like finally having this family that like she belongs and like she feels like she belongs, and
it was so cute because those two were like, oh, like so you were the one we kept like waiting for you to come out from underneath us and like nobody came, but it was you. That was like so cute. They were like waiting for her.
It's like she's literally their little sister.
Yeah. Oh, it was so great. And she like was alone like for so long, and like we've come so far from like, you know, On the Run. That's what I'll say. It's so wonderful.
And so that was, I'm trying to remember how the zoo actually ended, and I can't.
Yeah, at what point did they get into the other, see, again, like, it all feels like one giant long episode. It doesn't feel like, it feels like one 50-minute long episode.
But did you catch that really weird Star Wars-y moment where instead of, like, going from the title card into the show, they had the title card and then just, like, panned down? Or tilted down into the episode?
Have to watch.
Like, it was kind of like Bismuth. Like, the title card wasn't separate. It kind of, like, just faded into the episode.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. They only did it for the zoo. And I don't know why, but it was a good decision.
Yeah, it probably was. That's probably why they did it.
Because it was a good decision.
It's a good decision.
Good decisions. Yeah. So then, of course, the probably most important episode,
yes.
That Will Be All.
Oh my god. Very aptly named, too.
It was so good.
Man, God, there's so much to really sink your teeth into with that one, especially.
Like, this confirmed, like, they don't replace the diamonds. It's not like there's a new Pink Diamond. Pink Diamond's dead. There's no more diamonds, ever. So if we shatter all 3 of remaining diamonds, that's it. There's no more diamonds.
Yeah.
And the fact they're just now, like, dealing with this grief after 5,000 years.
It hasn't been that long for them, though. It probably feels really fresh still.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, they're, probably immortal.
Exactly.
That was, to me, the heartbreaking thing, because we just saw, like, a lot of people are comparing this to, like, It's Over, Isn't It? And we're seeing Pearl deal with, like, the grief of losing Rose after, like, 14 years, compared to, like, 5,000.
Yeah, seriously.
Also, I'm waiting for, like, a tragic moment where, like, they get back to Earth, and it's been, like, 80 years, and everyone's dead.
That's what I actually was afraid of. Like, when they went to Lightspeed, I'm like, what if he gets back and Connie's, like, 50 years old? Like,
we're gonna get some interstellar Captain America situation.
Would have been really, really interesting.
Hey, if Cartoon Network has... Well, Cartoon Network basically told Rebecca Sugar, look, just tell us why you want to do it, and you can do whatever you want. But if Rebecca Sugar has the guts to have 14-year-old Steven and like 50-something Connie
that would be amazing.
Like, start dating, it's weird, we understand in context why it's acceptable. Cartoon, if it happens, people will talk about it. That is for certain, but I don't think they're going that route.
Even if they did, they'd probably find a way to, like, make it, like, a one-episode thing, but then, like, restore, normalness afterwards.
Yeah, I could see that. That I could see. I swear, if Steven flies around the world backwards to turn back time.
Exactly! I mean, they got so much gem technology, I'm sure they could if they wanted to.
But we finally see Pink Diamond's area. We see her zoo, like the rose quartzes. That was
so exciting.
Because if all the rose quartz was Pink Diamond theories, we always thought, rose quartz is rose quartz. There's no other rose quartzes. We had seen other pearls. We knew there were other rubies. We knew there were other sapphires.
Heard of any of them.
We knew there were other amethysts somewhere. We had never seen another rose quartz or even heard of one because our rose quartz was so important. And this is why we haven't seen any others or heard of them, because they're all bubbled. Every last one of them.
There are a bunch, but there aren't like a bajillion. There's maybe like 1,000, maybe 2,000. That's not a ton, so that's really interesting too.
Well, we haven't seen her kindergarten, have we? Because the amethysts are all from the prime kindergarten.
Yeah.
The jaspers and cordelians are from the beta. What's rose quartz's kindergarten?
See, this is another one of those questions Steven should have asked a long time ago, as soon as he knew that gems were made on the Earth.
As soon as he knew his mom was from Earth, can I see my mom's kindergarten? Would have been a great question.
I want to see a rose quartz-sized hole. That would be cool.
I want to see Steven crying in front of his mom's hole at the kindergarten. Like, that is a good emotional moment. Come on, Rebecca Sugar.
Well, him crying in front of her statue in an indirect kiss was pretty sad.
Okay, I'm going to one-up it. Cry, like, go in the hole, curl up in a little ball, and just sob. And it's 11 minutes of Steven laying in a hole sobbing.
I don't know if he could, though, because, like, the whole point about indirect kiss was, like, he was like, I don't know you well enough to feel super sad, and that's what bothers me, so I don't know if he could just, like, sob, He never knew her, really.
But it's not
the more
just...
he about her, the more questions he has.
It's not just sobbing about her, it's about everything she represents in his life. Because she represents literally every hardship he's ever had to go through. She represents, like, the gem world to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how do you deal with that legacy?
Yeah.
I could see it, but not literally 11 minutes of just him laying in a hole sobbing. Those ratings would get the show canceled. That would be low enough, probably. Actually, no, we'd still watch it and still make fan art of it.
We'd still watch it.
We're trash. We'd still watch that. They have us hooked.
We enjoy pain.
So let's talk about the song.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Patti LuPone, brava.
Wow.
Like, we knew from the moment they cast Yellow Diamond as a Broadway legend, we were going to get a Yellow Diamond song. Like, we had to.
I didn't know. I mean, I remember they were asking Rebecca if she would, and at that point, whenever this was, she was like, that would be awesome, but I don't know. So, like, it could have been up in the air for a while. I'm sure her schedule was pretty busy. But it's amazing she did! I'm sure Rebecca nerded out so hardcore when that happened.
Well, that was a year ago that we saw Yellow Diamond in Message Received. It's been a year since we saw Patti LuPone as Yellow Diamond.
That's so crazy.
And what a return it was.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I did not think that Yellow and Blue Pearl were the best singers in the world.
They're not, and that's what made this so, like, otherworldly.
Yeah. Like, the weird, like, background music with, like, the accordion or whatever sound, it was just, like, very interesting to me, these choices of... Because, like, Pearl's really good at singing, but, I don't know, maybe it's when you're forced to,
the bird gems finally sang like birds. That's the response I've seen.
Oh my god! No, that's accurate, though.
And every time I listen to this song, I love it more. I have it memorized.
Yeah. I've only seen it once, actually.
I keep watching it, because I'm a sucker for pain. It's so good. And the vibe I keep getting, because everyone's like either in the camp of it's like a Disney villain song, or Wicked. And
Why Wicked? I'm curious.
Because Wicked with the whole... like, being about the Witch of the West, and, you people know what Wicked is. I don't have to explain the plot of Wicked.
You should know what Wicked is.
If you don't know what Wicked is, just Google Wicked. Just the whole making the what we perceive for so long as the antagonist kind of sympathetic. And then also there was a big Broadway tone to it.
There was a big Broadway tone to it. That is super true.
Like, she wrote that for Patti LuPone, no question.
Yeah, exactly. It was very intentional, I bet.
Like, they've gotten very good at aiming the songs towards who's singing it. Like, Garnet's songs are going to be a bit more R&B. Pearl's are going to be very balladish.
Yeah.
Stefani's going to have a pop song because pop singer. But when you've got Patti LuPone, you got to go full Broadway.
I go full Broadway.
Like, Pearl's somewhat Broadway because, I mean, I think Dee Dee's won a Tony. I can't remember. I know she's been nominated. Sorry, Dee Dee. I can't remember if you won one.
We'll look it up later.
Patty's won 2. She's won 2 Grammys.
Seriously.
Patti LuPone is just Broadway in and of itself. And so a lot of people are saying Wicked, but also, like, of course, a Disney villain song. Because, well, duh.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, she's sympathetic, and maybe that's why people are leaning more towards, like, I guess, like, would the equivalent of this be, like, but, okay, I don't think it's quite, like, it's not the tone of Defying Gravity at all. It's like, what Wicked song do you think this is representative of?
Not Defying Gravity, but
yeah,
one.
Not that
I
one.
don't know the whole soundtrack, but yes.
Jim.
I know the whole Hamilton soundtrack. You want to go?
One day, I'll take you up on that.
One day.
Yeah.
So I don't know all of Wicked, sorry ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, definitely it had a very Wicked-y vibe. Maybe more Maleficent? I can't remember if there were songs in Maleficent.
Yeah, Maleficent, I mean, like, she's definitely portrayed very sympathetically in that movie, so in that way, yeah, I'd agree with that.
Patti LuPone, like, Angelina Jolie, what's the difference?
Still don't. And one thing I think was really good about this was that, because before we had the context of Pink Diamond being shattered, like, Yellow Diamond's attitude towards, like, destroying Earth seems very, like, kind of petty and just, like, cruel for the sake of being cruel. But now, like, the whole angle is different because, like, now it's, like, personal. Now it's, like, her sister Diamond has been shattered there. Like, of course she'd have an agenda to get rid of that planet. Like, it leaves such, like, a wound for her, a personal wound. So, like, that actually made her seem a little more reasonable in a way. Definitely not as reasonable as Blue Diamond actually, like, feeling bad about the Earth getting destroyed now, but, like, it did a fair amount for her reasons, I think, which I appreciate.
That one line where it's like, let's make a plan of attack, and she, like, pushes her hand and, like, all the gems just fly forward into bubbles,
cool.
and there's, like, a trumpet behind her or something, and, that line was when I'm like, okay, this is amazing.
The choreography for that was really nicely done. Good job, guys.
It also really put the diamonds in scale, I think, because...
Yeah, oh my god, with the pearls in her hand? Like, Jesus, like, yeah, they must be monstrous.
And they balance so well of giving good intimate moments between the diamonds to make them seem human, and then panning out and kind of showing the scale. Because, like, when you're just looking at Yellow Diamond talking to Blue Diamond, they feel so human, and then you pan out and you see Steven and Greg, like, hiding behind their head.
They're very grand specimens also.
Won't it be grand to get rid of it all? Rid of it all.
Okay, I need to listen to it again, because you know it way better than me.
I know every line. Yes.
And when, like, the yellow pearl dips the blue pearl, oh my god, like, my heart expanded. Like,
yeah, that was the other thing, because with the purposes lines, where it's like, an army has a use it can go and fight a war, Sapphire has a use it can tell you what it's for, and Agate terrifies, which kind of confirms the whole Agates are overseers. Yeah. Then the line that everyone loves, a Lapis terraforms. Lapis was no tourist on Earth. She was there to terraform. People are very curious now. Like, why was Lapis there?
I totally missed that. That's a huge thing. Wow.
Because it makes sense. Because with all that water ability, she can terraform easily.
Oh my god, that's really interesting. I want to see another Lapis, man. I want to see another Lapis more than I want to see another anything. Except a Rose Quartz, maybe.
What about another Steven?
No.
Or Peridot. I want to see another Peridot.
Oh, another Peridot would be so funny. Like, exactly like Peridot, but, like, before she was changed and became a crystal gem, and seeing them interact would be amazing.
Both voiced by Shelby Ramara.
Yes! Like, one, like, more, like, goofy, and then one very, like, deadpan serious. I love that. That
would be beautiful. Like, honestly, that would be the most amazing interaction the show's ever had. Because it would be not did Peridot steal the show, which Peridot stole the show.
Yeah, which Peridot stole the show? Peridot A or Peridot B?
The Peridots.
a pair of nuts?
It would be a pair of dots.
Oh God, we got 48 minutes into this before the pun started, so that's actually kind of impressive.
That's a record, probably.
It's a record.
So yeah, this was a good bomb. Honestly, we're gonna do more in-depth reviews. I think we've got enough for now. Probably.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah.
There's so much
man,
here.
There's gonna be lots to talk about. Yeah, I need to rewatch it all like 5 times, and then I'll be good to go.
The one thing that this did confirm to me, though, Pearl is definitely White Diamond's, or at least in White Diamond's core. No question.
Why no question?
Because Yellow Pearl has her pearl on her chest, where Yellow Diamond's is.
We already talked about that, though.
Yeah, but it was seeing the pearls together with their diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the distinct lack of White Diamond.
Yeah, where the heck is White Diamond? Like,
probably
seriously?
On Homeworld in a palace floating above the planet.
I don't know why she wouldn't be involved, though. I mean...
Well, this wasn't a big thing.
You know what? One thing we haven't talked about, you know how, like, both the ships are arms? Do you think that they form, like, a giant, like, body ship? And, like, the White Diamond's the face, like, the head?
And Pink's was, like, the body or something?
It was like the body, yeah, because you think about, like, how the emblem is, like, the white's on the top, and then, like, the yellow and blue are, like, in the middle on the sides, which is where arms would be. So, and the pink's, like, the bottom. So, like, I think it was actually, like, a giant mecha in space. Which would be so
mech
cool.
What the blinding light was?
That mech. Maybe when you form it together, it creates a huge, like
nuke. Imagine the light. Like, imagine the mech of how big that would have to be. Like,
imagine the mech.
Imagine looking up from Earth, seeing that, and then it just, like, sending this beam.
Be so amazing.
We have to do another Diamonds Roundtable.
Like, yeah. Oh my god, yes. At this point, absolutely required.
Like, after this airs, we're doing a Diamond Roundtable.
Absolutely. I'll have so many notes by then.
Dylan and I are compiling a list of what roundtables we will have to do. Because we were like, we can do another roundtable, it just has to have nothing to do with anything that happened at all. So it has to be like, Ronaldo!
Oh, no! Please, no, not Ronaldo.
Actually, we can't do Ronaldo because the zoo thing, that's a new Ronaldo revelation, so...
Okay, so we are spared.
I'd be sitting here alone just reading the Keep Beach City Weird Tumblr.
Yeah.
We should do a dramatic reading of that Tumblr.
Of the Tumblr?
Have you read it? Keep Beach City Weird?
Oh, I have. I used to when it was updated really frequently in the first season, but we could do a dramatic reading. That could be fun.
That's got to happen eventually. So, yeah. So if y'all want to hear that, let us know. We're going to wrap this up because we could go for another 3 hours. So thank you guys so much for listening. You can rate us on iTunes or Stitcher. We love those ratings. Those help more people find us. Yeah. So do that. Thank you so much. Check us out at overlyanimated.com. If you want, you can support us via Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. You get your name on every podcast, your nickname on every podcast, all kinds of cool stuff.
Go for it.
So thank you to our current patrons, Mitch, Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, Catherine, Taylor, Devon, Jade, John, Foundation, Victoria, Katrin, Steve, and Alex, a.k.a. Fever Mitch, Cordell University, Beatrix Lestrange, Nathan Fillion, Buzz Lightyear, Mailman, Rachel Rose, Johnny Bravo, Brian, Cookie Cat Needle, Diamond Day, Jewel, Garfield, Fusion, Skylar, Patron, Katrin, frequent commenter, Steve, blank, I'm assuming it's to be determined for Alex. Welcome, Alex. I think you're new.
Hello,
awesome.
Alex.
Hi. We'll get you a name. Don't worry. Plugs of upcoming podcast. I don't know when he's airing any of the stuff that we've done. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because the Total Drama one's not up. I don't think we have a couple that are recorded but not aired yet. Maybe by the time this goes up, it's probably going up tonight. So. Okay. Be on the lookout for a bunch of podcasts coming up, guys. Voltron is coming up soon. That's going to be a nightmare to record, but you know what? We do it for you because we love you all. And then we do it for her. And then we have the week of Steven we will be covering. And then back to our normal roundtables. Yeah, that should be it. If you want to hear those recorded podcasts now, be a patron. Join our Facebook group for patrons. It's a great option. And that's all I got. Michelle, you have anything else? Any final words?
Everyone have a lovely, if this is coming out tonight, have a lovely Thursday night. Good job getting through almost another week of your life.
Good job, ladies and gentlemen.
Good job.
Thank you, and good night. Bye.
Oh, bye.